The Philippines is a country that humbles you before it dazzles you. It is a paradise that doesn't just show beauty, it shows courage. In 2025, this archipelago of more than 7,000 islands continues to be both enchanting and unpredictable. Every coastline hides a contradiction worth understanding. Western travelers still come for the beaches, but they leave speaking about the people. Because in the Philippines, luxury has less to do with money and more to do with meaning. Here, warmth is not bought, it's offered. Manila remains the country's first impression, and it rarely plays by the rules. The traffic roars, the skyline glitters, and somehow it all feels alive in perfect disarray. Every color on the jeepneys tells a story of chaos turned into culture. You don't watch Manila, you move with it. In Makati, glass towers rise where rice paddies once stood. But even among skyscrapers, you still find laughter echoing from street corners. Luxury hotels here are polished but personal. Staff remember names, not just room numbers. Filipino hospitality works like gravity. It pulls you into the culture until you stop feeling like a guest. Even in the most modern malls, tradition lingers. A handshake is followed by "Kumusta," and the sincerity never feels rehearsed. Manila teaches you something early, that imperfection can be comforting. The city doesn't hide its flaws. It wears them with pride. Travel deeper, and the chaos melts into calm. The islands begin their soft, endless invitation. Palawan sits at the top of that list. Nature at its purest, luxury at its most discreet. The water glows like melted glass, and cliffs rise like cathedrals built by time. Every sunrise in El Nido feels like the first one ever made. The silence there isn't empty, it's sacred. Yet beyond the postcard scenes, life continues quietly. Fishermen still paddle wooden boats, waving as they pass luxury catamarans. Palawan has learned to welcome travelers without surrendering its soul. It knows paradise must protect itself to stay alive. Eco-lodges now dominate its coastlines. They blend sustainability with sophistication, solar panels, bamboo villas, and chefs who serve reef-safe seafood. In 2025, Palawan stands as proof that progress doesn't have to mean destruction. It's a paradise learning to be patient again. Fly east and the energy changes completely. Cebu hums with ambition, industry, and endless possibility. It's both metropolitan and spiritual. Skyscrapers share space with centuries-old churches that smell faintly of candle wax and devotion. Cebu defines what modern Filipino truly means. It's fast, it's friendly, and it's quietly proud. Luxury here feels lived in. Even the most expensive restaurants feel like someone's family is still behind the recipe. Beyond the city, waterfalls carve through jungles like veins of light. The land feels untouched, as if it never got the memo about modernization. Locals greet you like old friends. Their warmth is so consistent it feels choreographed, except it isn't. That kindness is not strategy. It's culture. It's the quiet power that holds the country together. Western travelers often mistake humility for servitude. But in the Philippines, humility is strength disguised as softness. From Palawan to Cebu, service here isn't just polite. It's personal. It's the art of making strangers feel remembered. Boracay tells the country's story of redemption. Once a victim of its own beauty, it closed, cleaned, and came back better than ever. The beaches are cleaner, the air clearer, and the crowds calmer. Paradise, it turns out, needed a pause to remember what mattered. Boracay 2.0 is more balanced and thoughtful. The wild nights have matured into gentle celebrations of connection. Sunsets now draw quiet applause instead of booming bass. The island learned that less can mean more. Luxury hotels now cap occupancy to protect the shoreline. Even tourists support sustainability because they've seen the difference it makes. The result is a version of paradise that finally feels sustainable. Nature and nightlife coexist without stepping on each other's toes. And when Western travelers leave, they don't talk about the parties. They talk about the peace. Siargao tells another story, the one about transformation. Once a sleepy surf town, it's now the beating heart of adventure with soul. The island balances wild waves and warm hearts. Here, barefoot luxury feels perfectly natural. Boutique resorts line the coast, designed from wood and intention. The sunsets glow in gold, not neon. Every traveler becomes part of the rhythm. Surf, eat, nap, repeat. Life distilled to its purest form. The locals still run small businesses beside the new investors. Growth feels cooperative, not competitive. Siargao has become a symbol of modern Filipino resilience. When typhoons hit, it rebuilds with grace and gratitude. You feel that gratitude in the smallest moments. A smile, a gesture, a wave. It's the country's truest form of currency. Head west to Bohol, and you find quiet perfection. The chocolate hills rise like ancient whispers from the earth. Bohol combines wonder with wisdom. It teaches visitors that beauty doesn't have to shout to be remembered. Resorts here are intentionally intimate. Each guest feels chosen, not counted. The beaches are simple, pure, and protected. They aren't backdrops for excess, they're reminders of balance. Travel between the islands feels easier now. New ferries and airports make exploration seamless without losing the sense of adventure. But the journey remains essential. Every flight, every boat ride, every delay becomes part of the story. Because the Philippines isn't about efficiency, it's about experience. Time slows down here so memory can catch up. Westerners often describe it as less developed, but that's what makes it more human. Here, patience isn't a flaw, it's a feature. It's how the culture reminds travelers to feel instead of rush. In the Philippines, even imperfection is an invitation. Every crack in the road leads to somewhere worth finding. Local guides are storytellers as much as navigators. They turn a simple island tour into a living history lesson. You learn quickly that pride runs deep here. Filipinos don't just love their country, they love showing it to you. Hospitality is not performance, it's instinct. The kindness feels so effortless it almost feels impossible. Hotels mirror that energy. Even five-star resorts feel more like family homes that learned good manners. From breakfast greetings to farewell gifts, service feels sincere. Nothing about it feels commercial. The luxury here is not in marble or gold. It's in the generosity of time, attention, and sincerity. Manila's chaos may overwhelm newcomers, but it makes sense once you've seen the rest of the country. It's the storm that gives every calm island its meaning. The capital teaches resilience. Beneath every honk and shout lies survival through humor. Filipinos turn hardship into harmony. Their laughter is louder than any storm they've faced. That's the untold story of this paradise. Not just beauty, but bravery. The ability to stay joyful when the world gets heavy. Faith remains the quiet thread in all of it. Churches are full, not from obligation, but gratitude. Even luxury bends to tradition. You'll find Bibles beside champagne menus and prayers before business deals. The result is a country that feels both grounded and growing. The Philippines evolves without losing its essence. It welcomes progress but refuses to trade identity for convenience. That balance is its rarest luxury. Western travelers often expect simplicity. What they find instead is subtle sophistication wrapped in sincerity. It's a country that outsmarts expectations. Every island challenges what you think you know about Asia. English is spoken almost everywhere. Communication feels natural, connection even easier. But the secret lies in learning a few local words. Salamat can change how you're treated for the rest of your trip. The food deserves its own pilgrimage. Filipino cuisine is bold, comforting, and entirely its own. Adobo, sinigang, and lechon are more than dishes. They're stories told in flavor. They speak of family, struggle, and triumph. Western visitors often call it underrated, but those who taste it properly realize it's unforgettable. Dining here is about community. Meals stretch into hours because conversation is the main course. Even street food carries heart. Every bite feels like an act of generosity. Nightlife shines with energy but not arrogance. It's joyful, not jaded. Beach parties mix cultures effortlessly. The rhythm of the music feels like the rhythm of the country itself, steady, happy, unbroken. Safety in 2025 is better than ever. Tourist police and local communities work together to keep destinations secure. Respect is mutual and visible. The culture polices itself through pride, not fear. Digital nomads thrive here now. Manila, Cebu, and Siargao offer both strong internet and strong community. Co-working cafes double as social hubs. Conversations flow from business to philosophy in minutes. The Philippines has become Southeast Asia's friendliest base for remote work. The charm of its people makes productivity feel natural. Even with modernization, nature still leads. Volcanoes, coral gardens, and rainforest trails define its horizon. Adventure seekers find paradise in every province. But the calm souls find it too, just in slower ways. The country's geography encourages discovery. You don't conquer the Philippines, you surrender to it. The more you explore, the more it gives. The more you listen, the more it speaks. Each island has its own accent, cuisine, and tempo. Together, they create a nation that feels like a living mosaic. What binds them is kindness. It's the unseen infrastructure that makes everything work. Filipinos turn strangers into friends in a single day. It's not hospitality, it's habit. Luxury travelers notice it first at check-in. Budget travelers feel it at bus stops. Everyone receives the same smile. Because equality here isn't a statement, it's a reflex. Even after storms, recovery comes fast. The community spirit rebuilds faster than any government plan. That resilience defines the nation's heart. The Philippines never stays broken for long. In 2025, tourism reflects that same resilience. Visitors return not out of curiosity, but out of loyalty. It's more than a destination. It's a relationship. Once you've seen the real Philippines, you never truly leave. At sunset, the ocean reflects its truth, gentle, persistent, and endlessly deep. The sky blushes like it knows it's being watched. That's when travelers understand the real luxury of the Philippines. It's not the resorts, the beaches, or even the food. It's the feeling of belonging. It's paradise with personality. A country that doesn't ask you to admire it, just to understand it. By the time you leave, you realize it was never misunderstood. The world just never took enough time to listen. Because the real Philippines isn't found on brochures. It's found in moments of honesty, the laughter, the eyes, the calm after the storm. This is the untold story that every traveler eventually discovers. That paradise isn't about perfection. It's about people who make imperfection feel beautiful.